Nonstop Rock Talk with Tyson Bryden.
Welcome to Nonstop Rock Talk. I am your host, Tyson Bryden. Today, I'm very happy to welcome vocalist, bassist of Dead Groove, Holly West. Holly, welcome to the show. I hope you're doing well.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm doing pretty good.
You're very welcome. Good. How is the, you're in LA, correct?
Yeah.
How is I'm up in Canada. I'm
Right.
near Toronto, so
Yeah.
the weather's probably not quite as nice
Cold up there right
here
now, huh?
as it is there.
Is it still cold?
It is. Yeah, it's still cold. We had a little bit of snow this morning, which is like we're kind of dying to get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That it'll go away and summer will come.
It's officially spring here. It's nice.
Yes. That's amazing. We could use some. Well, I mean, last week we had a day that was like totally way above seasonal, so we kind of got spoiled.
Yeah.
So, but now we're back to the cold again for a couple months, most likely.
Ew.
So, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
let's talk about music.
Sure.
Okay. So, Dead Groove just released a brand new EP on March 21st. Entitled Rubicon.
Yeah.
And I believe it's on crystal vinyl as well.
Yes,
is that correct?
It's pretty cool.
That's so cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. Can I get a copy of the record? Sorry, hold on.
Oh, that's okay. I'm kind of curious to see it actually.
Yeah,
myself,
it's really cool. I haven't really seen a lot of crystal vinyls before, but we had a couple options, and this is the one that we really wanted to use, and I think it came out really good. Fred's the designer. He works for Cleopatra, so he's been doing tons and tons of vinyls for them, like over 300 vinyls. But
that's a great label.
Yeah, this is the crystal clear.
Oh wow!
And I've got
that looks awesome
in the back. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's an EP.
I like the labels.
Yeah, the labels are cool. On this one is the two new songs, the two new original songs, and then here is the Ace of Spades cover. So you can figure out, you can tell which one is which. But
I'm excited. I haven't heard the Ace of Spades yet. I haven't listened to that yet. Yeah. But I use Amazon Music, and I went on today to see the whole album's not on there. So
so it's an EP. There's only two songs, but
the EP. I mean,
we are uploading Fire very soon. Just the other song that's on the EP. We have just the Damned up there right now, and Ace of Spades, and then we'll release a new one very soon.
Okay, cool.
But
that is awesome. That looks amazing.
Yeah, this is the front of the record.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it's the Flower of Death, and under here it says Rubicon, the name of the record.
So I was actually curious because in reading the bio about Rubicon, about the title, and I understand it has a correlation to the band itself in some way.
Yeah.
Does it?
Basically, our first record, which is the self-titled Dead Groove record, this was, our pandemic project. So we spent a lot of time going back and forth between us and Caesar to make the music and the songs and stuff. And we finally got in the studio and did the songs. And we're very happy with this record. But I feel like now that we've gotten that first record out of the way, our sophomore take on the band is a little bit more of a polished version, right? So it's so Rubicon. I don't know if you're familiar with history, but it's when Caesar came over. Caesar, that's like our guitar player. No, Caesar from Italy crossed over the Rubicon, and he says the point of no return. And so that story kind of rang with me for a very long time, and I've wanted to use that somewhere at one point. So it just so happened that this is a more polished version of Dead Groove, and I think this will be something you'll probably see more of, is this polished version of us.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that definition. And I mean, I read that there was like someone had a definition of the band being like a Black Sabbath with a female singer. I read that somewhere. I read that today.
Yeah. Some people have
That's
said
kind of
that.
cool.
Yeah. And then we've gotten quite a few different different what do you call it, similarities with certain bands that people really like, and it's cool to throw it out there, like whatever they feel we sound like, because when you're a band you don't really know what you sound like until you really get into like your second, third record or whatnot. At this point, we kind of feel like we're more of a heavy blues band, like heavy blues.
I would say that. I mean, in listening to it, I think that's a good good way to put it. The track that I really love is so there's 2 videos for the Book of the Dead. So there's a live one and
there's actually 3 videos for Book of the Dead, which is crazy. We feel like that's kind of our Kashmir, Kashmir was the song for Led Zeppelin that they kind of feel like they all collectively felt like really it represented the band, right? And I think Book of the Dead really represents us with our sound, my lyrics, the way that I write, the melodies, the grooves, the instrumentation of it. And so we've been able to release the original music video that we did several years ago with the big pyramids and stuff. And then obviously I like history, Rubicon, and
that's cool,
and Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
The second video we did was when we went back to Peru to record the rest of the record. We did a studio session where we were actually kind of rehearsing, but we filmed it just in case, some magic happened. And we were actually able to release Bad Friend and the Book of the Dead from that. Those are the black and white ones that you see. And then we played a show in Peru at Sergeant Pepper's in Lima, and that is the new Book of the Dead live version that you see. So that's a live show version of that song.
I mean, I love that song.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll be honest, I just listened to it, and then I put it on again.
Oh, good.
And I put it on again.
Oh, great. That's what we want.
I was like, what a great song. And your vocal, which I love about on that, is probably everything is like this, but the vocal on that, I noticed that like you're singing the singing's amazing.
Thank you.
But everything's very pronounced, and I can understand hearing what you're saying, the actual words, which was really impressive to me.
Thank you. Yeah, we worked a lot on trying to just articulate things and make sure. Caesar, the vocal coach from Peru, he works on Voice Peru and a bunch of other huge, with a bunch of really big celebrities down there. So he takes vocals very seriously. That's why we have, he's in the room with us. That's why we want to record in Peru, so that he's there with us, And so he's really helpful in helping me shape my voice, because I'm technically a new singer. I didn't start singing until about 2017. So I've put out 3 records now since then, and I feel like my voice keeps getting better and better. And I'm really happy to have Caesar there with us, so he can, direct me and stuff. On the Book of the Dead, he had to reel me in a little bit, because I want to do these like crazy, Whitney Houston runs.
Really?
And stuff. Yeah, I love
that's cool.
I love Whitney Houston. That's what I grew up on. But he's like, no, just keep the note going. I'm like, okay, and so I'm learning.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I noticed in that song that background vocal from the drummer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Fred
in the chorus. It sounds amazing.
Yeah,
the 2 voices.
Fred and Caesar doing backups. And we're harmonizing. We're trying to do as much harmonizing as possible. we just opened for King's X last night, and they're like,
cool.
They're like the best harmonizing, three-piece out there. So, we kind of take from that. That's how we want to do our melodies and stuff. And that way, the crowd can sing along and feel like they want to sing along to it.
That's amazing. So in that video as well, I noticed that wall of tapes in the back.
Oh yeah. That's that's a famous venue down there. There's actually two stages. There's a huge stage, and then there's that one. But that one has the more character,
Yeah.
But yeah, the big wall of tapes is really cool. I really like that. I want to do something like that in my apartment, I think.
No, it stood right out. What is that bass? I was admiring that actually.
This is a 7274 Music Master, Fender Music Master. It's very old, obviously. It's like 50 years old now, over 50. But it's my dad actually got it for me because I wanted a practice bass at home. And he found a guy that I guess this was his mom's bass or something. I'm not really sure how the story goes, but he bought it for a few $100, and it's been my backup bass for a long time. And it's a short scale, which is cool. So it's like if I have to go do a 3 or 4 hour gig, it's the better bass to have just because it's not as heavy.
Right.
But I practice a lot with it too, and it's just a really cool bass.
Yeah, I like it. And then what's that guitar on the other side?
Excuse me. So there's a guitar and a ukulele in there, actually. Both presents from my dad again. He likes to buy equipment. Cool. He's like an equipment,
he's a junkie.
He's a junkie.
Yeah.
He doesn't even play, but he's a junkie. He bought, this is a Hollywood Z. The guitar is a Dean Hollywood Z. It was 81, I believe, when I think CBS had acquired Dean, and they changed the headstock to a smaller pointer headstock.
Okay.
And this was the style. They have like red, white, or red, black, the zebra, and I think a red zebra or something. They just did a few different colors. And then they also have a Hollywood Z guitar that goes with it. This is one of 4 that I've seen in real life. There was one just like this at some rehearsal space I went to, just like sitting in the corner. And then I went to a rare guitar shop and found a guitar and a bass once, and that was really cool. But
that's cool.
Very cool little kind of collector's item because there's not too many around, I don't think. But
yeah, I would. That's why I asked. I'd never seen.
It's got a Floyd Rose
that's
on
really
it
cool.
too. I need to get it fixed, but it's really cool. Hanging from it is a volume knob that goes to 11. That's very important.
Of course, that is important. It's got to go to 11.
Yeah,
and that's funny you mentioned that because I just saw a thing about the new Spinal Tap movie coming this summer.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, it's great.
That's right. Oh, that's cool. Sorry, I cut you off there. I apologize.
No worries. I would just keep thinking about the scene with all the bass guitars.
In Big Bottom.
Yeah, Big Bottom. The lead bass.
Yeah, that's right. The 3 of them are playing the bass guitars. Yeah. I know. It's funny. I was just talking to someone the other day about that because I had just recently watched it again.
Yeah.
And I hadn't watched it in so long, and I never realized that they were all playing bass.
Yeah.
Until I was like, oh, that makes sense now.
I was watching the music video today. It's just like. It cracks me up. It just cracks me up. I love it.
I know it's so slapstick, and there's like if you could watch it over and over and still miss things.
The classic,
I think,
yeah.
Because of the way the comedy is.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious about. Are you a gear person? Like, are you into lots of gear and changing gear and
it's
changing tones?
Really crazy. I'm not. I like to just have what I need. I don't really need to have more than that. It's funny. My good friend from Dallas, Lance Lopez, showed up at the show last night, and I have a pedal that he gave me because when I knew him back in Dallas, I didn't have any pedals. So he said, "Here, take these two pedals," and I have a Socrates distortion pedal I have on my pedal board. It's the only like extra pedal I have, and it's from like years ago. Because I don't know. I don't really in Zepparella. I don't need any pedals. 70s. You don't really need much of that. But now, like with our sound, we definitely need distortion. I need a little bit of a booster. I'm starting to play with other bands that need more gear. So I'm slowly getting into the gear stuff, but I just don't want to have too much that I have to part with anything. I know a lot of people that have 100 pedals, but then they're like, okay, I need some money, so I'm going to sell this one and this one. I'll be like, no, I'm going to keep all my stuff.
Well, it's funny. Like I play with a bass player that he has, like, he's always like, oh, I just bought a new pedal.
Yeah.
And we're always joking because when we go to play, like when we go to travel somewhere, he's got like 10 bags of stuff.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, what does he have in there?
Yeah, it's hard to travel with that much stuff, and you get used to like certain frequencies and certain sounds, and then all of a sudden you've got this gigantic pedal board, and like, you got to take that from show to show, right?
Exactly. And we're like, we're like, is it going to get to the point where he's going to have another pedal board?
Yeah,
like he's going to have one on either side of the microphone.
I should have. Fred and I went to the Def Clock rehearsal right before they had a dress rehearsal. They invited all their friends, and we're friends with Brian Beller and Neely Broche. And Brian had just got off the Satriani tour, so he literally had 3 gigantic pedal boards because he couldn't part with them because he was about to leave again, right? So he had certain ones, and he just didn't have time to configure the actual pedal board. But I'm looking over there going, God damn, that's just too much of a headache for me.
And I'm the same. I'm like, I have my pedal board like for my rig.
Yeah.
And I don't change it. I've had it for years the way it is, and I'm like, I don't buy anything new. As I like my sound the way it is, and that is it.
Yeah.
So I did watch the original the video from a couple years ago of
Book of the Dead.
That Book of the Dead. Yeah. Geez, sorry. Where was that filmed? That looks amazing as well.
Thank you. Yeah, Fred and I, we also do all the music videos for Cleopatra and stuff, and that's kind of what started it. Was we were working on our own videos, and this video was shot at a rock quarry that we had to break into.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, we were going way up in the mountains. We're out in, LA. So we were going up into the mountains to find like a place that looked like the desert. Because the Book of the Dead is about the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And we went over to this, we were thinking like mounds of dirt or something, and we went over to this like track for motorcycles and stuff.
Okay.
And they wouldn't let us in to film. And we looked over to our left, and there was a rock quarry, and it had these gigantic mounds that looked like pyramids of rocks. And we thought, well, let's go see if they'll let us. So we went over there, and I knocked on every single door and window, like as hard as I could. No one answered. So we just broke in. It wasn't locked anyways, but we just went in, and we set up, filmed, and we were gone in like 2 hours. And then Caesar, our guitar player, he lives in Peru. And what he does is he just finds areas that look good enough to cut into the video because he's not here. So 2 of us are here. One of us is finding, other things. So the magic of editing and things like that, that's the magic of Hollywood, right? So
I love that.
Yeah. 2 different countries.
That's amazing.
And none of them are Egypt.
Right. None of them are Egypt. That's cool. I've never been to Peru, so I mean, I'm kind of curious about that. What's Peru
awesome.
Like?
Peru's great.
Yeah.
It's like any country that you go to that's anything like in Lima, especially, everything's very commercial, and you get around just the same you get here. But the cool thing about Lima is you got, a beautiful ocean right there. with no sharks. So a lot of people are out there, a lot of surfers. It's a very surfer area, towards the water. And then you have just kind of your inner city living. But then you can go to the jungle, right? Or you can go to the ruins, which is really cool. We don't really have that here in America, except for, old Indian types of burial grounds and stuff.
Right.
But you do have to travel very far, and a lot of it is uphill and downhill. I get a little motion sickness when I get up at elevation and do the windy roads and stuff. So I have to be really careful when I go out there. And also the fact that Fred and I are both vegan, and in a lot of different countries, they don't understand veganism. I mean, it's getting better, but like I'm allergic to cheese. And so I have to be really careful about what I eat if we're going on these gigantic hikes and stuff. So it's a great thing, but you also have to just be aware of like survival things out there. Yeah.
Wow. Now changing the subject a little bit back to the EP. Mm-hmm. This cover of Ace of Spades, and I cannot wait to hear it. And the description in the bio, it said of how it was, how you approached it was interesting. That you guys have kind of like slowed it down a little bit, or
just a tiny bit,
wicked groove, or
I mean, actually, Fred and I were just talking about it earlier. That if you want to hear the version, if you want to hear Ace of Spades, you might as well just listen to Motorhead, right?
Pretty much.
So we've put our spin on it. It's not like slowed down too much, but it's slowed down enough to where you can hear the groove a little bit more. Cool. Because there is a really cool groove in there. It's not just da 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 da. There's a surf in there, and when it passes, you can't really hear it as well. So we pulled it down just a little bit, and of course with my vocals on top and kind of the way that I do, my certain afflictions of my voice, and it's a little bit of a different version.
Cool. Did you keep it vocally like more your style, or did you gritty it up a little bit to be a little bit more like Lemmy, or you made it your own?
I did gritty up my voice just slightly. Slightly.
Cool.
A little bit more compression in my voice. And that was Caesar, wanting that too. It has a little bit more attitude than our other stuff, but I think it's appropriate. I think that's appropriate.
Cool. Have you done it live?
Yes, we've done it live actually since we've been playing live. We've been doing it. So that's why we actually put it on the record, because we've already been playing it and getting a really good reaction from it. We decided to do I always think that it's really good for bands to do covers, not only to get tighter as a band, but also because the crowd really accepts it well. If you go see a new band that's local band or even a touring band and you don't know the music, you're probably not going to remember most of it unless it's really, really catchy, or you really enjoy their sound. But if it's just some band that's just run of the mill, you just don't even know if you like them or not. If they do a cover and they do it well, you'll remember that. And even your fans like covers, because you also want to identify with something. You want to put a little hook out there to identify with something. And we're a heavy blues band, so it's not metal, it's not rock, it's not blues. It's heavier. So we took a metal song and put the blues and that blues into it.
I love that. I can't wait to hear it. Which actually leads me to my next question. Mm-hmm. Speaking of covers, Zepparella.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I watched your video as well on YouTube of you talking about you learning Zeppelin.
Uh-huh.
In that video, and you said that it really helped you as a player and move on to do other things as well.
Absolutely.
And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Right before I joined Zepparella, I was doing a couple cover bands. I had some original projects in the beginning, but then I went on to play covers because I just wanted to get better. And I was kind of expanding my knowledge of, the major scales and minor scales and stuff like that. But I didn't have, the best grasp on music theory. So I just kind of threw myself into covers and really expanded my knowledge of playing. And Zepparella, once I joined it, I really had to learn a lot more. And so I've been with them since 2018, and I think it's definitely helped a lot.
Yeah. I checked out a whole bunch of the stuff as well.
Oh, cool.
I thought it was really cool. I had heard of the band.
Yeah.
Like before. It's not like it was new to me. I had heard of it.
Yeah.
And all the way up in Canada, we know about it. So,
yeah,
which is cool.
The band's been around for 20 years, so it's definitely a world-known band for sure.
That's amazing. So, moving forward, what is on the horizon?
Well, we just played our big show EP release with or at the Whiskey. So we'll be releasing Fire really soon. That's the next single on our EP. We have a whole radio thing coming up. What do you call it? Thing like not a promotion, but like we're basically trying to do promote our band as much as we can, and then try to play here in the East Coast or the West Coast as much as we can this year. So we'll be booking for April, May, and beyond very soon. So we're just trying to stay busy and then eventually write new music.
Awesome. For the next one.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Will it be a full-length release, or do you think you will do another EP?
We don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how this EP goes. If it does really well, and it's a little kind of like, okay, a few songs here, a few songs there, that's great. If it's if people want a full album, maybe we'll do a full album. There's a lot of money that goes into making a record, so you just want to make sure you get your return back without going full in. So
yeah, absolutely.
So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
Okay. Thank you. Well, that's great. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and sorry about the mess up with my internet.
No worries.
It is what it is. Is there anything else you'd like to add before I let you go?
You can find our EP on cleorex.com, Cleopatra Records. They'll send you one from Austin. And you can also get our first record and merch on our Shopify account. And we'll have lots of videos and stuff coming up on our Instagram and Facebook. And I think we have TikTok and X as well. So oh, wow. You can find us in all these places. And then just keep up with the band, and maybe we'll be playing around soon.
Cool. Okay. Well, Holly, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
And hopefully we will get to talk again.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay. You too. Thank you.